Hey folks, Alan Saunders here with Pittsburgh Sports Live at the Petersen Events Center, where Pitt men's basketball team just lost another close game, 79-76 to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. It was the second close loss in a row for the Panthers and the second close loss this season to NC State. Something that is just something that a young team is going to have to go through as they go from being a talented group of young players to a team that can win basketball games late. Pitt finished 1 of 11 from the floor. I asked Jeff Capel after the game if he thought his shooters were a bit tight. Pitt had one sequence where they had 3 consecutive three-point attempts, and they were down 3 with under a minute left. They missed all 3 of them, and he has said that maybe it was a bit of an incorrect focus when they were driving to the hoop, but in general he thought his team got good shots. They just weren't falling.
I thought a couple of times as we drove, our focus wasn't completely 100% on finishing. It was on trying to draw contact or thinking there was going to be contact, bracing for contact. And a few times there wasn't any contact. And so we have to focus on just the shot and not on anything else. And so I thought that played that played a part into it. A couple times we didn't get the ball where we wanted to get it to. And so some of it, I can think of one off the top of my head where the shot selection, wasn't what we wanted. And then a couple times they played good defense and they, contested shots and we just missed them. Some of it could be a little bit fatigued too. As I go back and evaluate the tape, I'll have a better feel, but I know one possession, we didn't get the shot that we wanted. Other than that, I thought we got some pretty.
If the Panthers have a problem, it's not one of confidence. It might be one of experience, but senior wing Jared Wilson-Frame, one of the most experienced players on the team, said the team was still confident down the stretch, even though they were missing shots right up until City and Deer's last-second heave went off the iron and the buzzer went final. But he said, since the very beginning, these freshmen have been confident, and they're still confident in their abilities individually and their ability to reverse their current 7-game slide as a team.
I feel just as confident that in the first day when we all got together and school started. City was late when he first got here. I was on our full team together. I feel just as confident. We've had some guys even leave the program, but I'm still just as confident as every huddle, every timeout we're in. We thought we were going to win that game just now. And even with City taking that shot, I'm thinking it's going in. My first reaction is going in. I'm going to try to get the rebound, but we have confidence in each other. We have confidence in our team. We just got to do whatever it takes to win the game at the end of the day.
If Pitt did have an area where the Panthers weren't pleased with their play, it was on defense, where they allowed sophomore guard Braxton Beverly to shoot 5 of 9 from three-point range for 17 points. He came into the game averaging under 10 points per game, and that was a difference maker for NC State.
Well, our 2-point field goal defense was pretty good. Obviously, defensive rebounding. And then they made threes. They were a team that was shooting 30% from 3 in conference play over the last 4 games, 26%. And they made some today. They made a lot of them today. Some of them were contested. Some of them we didn't get to guys. We lost a couple of guys, especially to start the half. I thought at times we got a little bit tired in our zone, didn't rotate as quickly as we needed to be. But some of them they just made. Some of them, I'm not saying they were dare shots, but we kind of played the percentages too. And they with a couple of guys, and they stepped up and made some.
Pitt will be back in action on Tuesday night when they'll visit Boston College. I'll be there with coverage from Pittsburgh Sports Now. Until then, I'm Alan Saunders. Thanks for watching.